um, fire alarm situation. Um, and also, Ordog, we forgot our ritual.
That's
Hold on,
right. You know what, Trav? Here, how about
I gotta, yeah, I gotta step off stage really quickly just to take care of one thing. But we're gonna do a cheers.
But we can't drink on camera. But we can. But we can't.
I do it. I've been doing it for like weeks. I don't know what you're talking about. Everybody loves Dead Space, so we're um, back. We're live. We got some fun things we're going to talk about. We got some drinks, and yeah, this was a weird. This was a sports week. This was a good, weird sports week. I did some. We're going to start hot with this. We got things behind us. We'll talk about. We got things in front of me that we'll talk about. But we're going to start with these little beautiful baseball cards that are sitting in front of me, which is and the cover athlete of this of series two.
Oh, okay.
Shohei Otani is multi-dimension. Shohei Otani is, and
Pitching.
he is pitching. He is hitting. He pitched today. He went. I thought that we were going to get him in the Rockies series. We did. We are not. He pitched today, but no matter what, it's super great to have one of the most dynamic players in baseball. Back in pitching. I've got three of his cards of mine sitting in front of me. All of these are PC'd. We got a PSA 10, a PSA 10, and a third PSA 10 and they're different variations, different. I've got a couple of his things that I sell.
It's crazy. I love it.
One of them's on sale right now, which won't sell for what we want to talk about. And David and I talked about that off air. But we're back, though, baby.
Absolutely.
How was your week, my friend?
I'll be honest. The Stanley Cup hurt.
It
It was
did.
tough. Not only did the Stanley Cup hurt, but I was excited because months ago I pulled a redemption NHL card. And
That's right, you did.
yesterday I
You got
grabbed it out of the mail.
we got they take forever and ever.
5 months, dude.
Yeah,
January 12th, I sent in the redemption. Today is June, whatever, and it came yesterday or 2 days ago. So
I don't know
whatever,
where it is as I look around this horde
19th.
of cards, baseball cards around me. I'm getting organizers tomorrow. This place, you guys can't see it off camera, but it's a mess.
But here's the tragedy. On
That's why
top
I'm
of
not sending in my skis because I don't know where the hell I'm gonna be by the time I get it.
yeah, yeah, worth keeping onto it. So Travis, here's what the redemption is. It is from the Artifact series, which is the series of or from the that's the series I bought, right?
Yeah.
Was Artifacts. And it is a rookies Brad Lambert center Winnipeg Jets of I don't know 899.
That was the redemption.
How the is that a redemption
It's
of
not even autoed.
899 Zoggy terrible rookie? What are we doing,
It's not even autoed.
brother? What is
Oh my
this?
god. Oh my god.
This is a
Oh my god.
redemption? Wait,
Bro,
like,
can I be
bro,
honest?
why?
I feel really bad for you.
Why
R.I.P.
did you put an upper deck sticker here? Like you're proud of this?
Do you think you could sell that for like $5?
No.
No.
No, the postage was 20 times the value of this card.
That's probably true.
That's crazy, bro. That's
I'm
crazy. But
we made some redemptions in here, dude. We got some
well, so
good. I'm excited. We haven't opened one of these yet.
and that's baseball, right?
Yeah, this is series two. This is my first box in the case that I bought of
Oh, the
series two
case. This is a
jumbo
25
hobbies.
series 2?
This is 25 series two. And we opened up a hobby box and it was going to be the only hobby box I was going to buy. And it ended up being a juice box. We got, where are they? They're right here, actually. We
They
got,
were juicy.
we pulled these two autos
That's right.
from that. last time. One was a 9 of 99, which is like my favorite number.
That was
And then yeah, it was great. I'm not gonna hate it. We
so
pulled
Trev.
like 3 autos last week. It was good.
So Trev, I
Poor dog.
hate everything that happened in hockey. What I was telling you
Yep.
was that I won't participate in any Connor McDavid sad interviews or like I
Yep.
don't want to see Connor McDavid sad. So I'm just kind of like media silent. I'm just like assuming all of that stuff's happening in the silence in the background. I'm not paying attention. In the meantime, you heard it hit the wall because I don't give a shit.
I
What
did. Wow. I love
here's
commitment to a bit, my friend. There's
here's
no
the
one
good
who
news.
loves a
Here's the
commitment
upside.
to a bit more than me.
Here's the upside, okay? I'm
Hit
dating
me.
an amazing woman named Madison right now. And
Yes.
she is she's a
Hard launch.
fan
Hard
of me.
launch.
Hard launch. She
Hard
is
launch.
amazing. She
Yeah.
is telling her parents about me. Her mom
Yeah.
met me at the car the other day to give me a 2024 update
Wow.
series pack. She just
Her mom did.
her mom handed me this. Now, here's the thing, Travis. I opened it up yesterday, and I have to tell you, it was very
Yeah.
cool because Madison hasn't
Because.
seen it. She hasn't seen this like open in person. So
Yeah.
she was like, "Hey, can you show me what?" And I was like, "All right, I'll show you." Right. So I start opening it up, and it's like whatever. Jason Adam, cool. Bryce Wilson, cool. And then I'm getting like rookies, right? And I'm getting like Zach Deloach, right? And I'm getting like a ton of rookies, and it ends a Colt Keith, right? I ended up with 9 rookie cards in here. Brian Hudson. This is the hollow, Brian Hudson. And then I pulled the of 8, 799 Luis Vasquez rookie card, right? The
Yeah.
purple.
The purple.
And the last card in the pack, and Madison was like, "Tell me like what's cool about this series." And I was like, "Well, it's update series. The first time you can get a Paul Skeens card. Last card in the pack, dude.
Oh, stars of the MLB Skeens. I have that signed. I have that
You do have that signed,
exact
dude.
card
How cool!" But I was thinking,
signed.
I was like, literally, she's like, "What could you find that's cool in there?" And I was like, "It's the first time Paul Skeens has a card." And literally,
It's
the
the
last
first.
card in the pack is the Stars of the MLB card. I was like, "That's
Yeah.
awesome. That's awesome."
Dude,
And
that's
dude, it had
I love it.
nine rookies in the pack is crazy.
We're going in. We're doing. We might as well start it
All
off.
right,
We
then
might as well. We have a lot of cards to open. I have a lot of cards to get
I
through
have a
today.
couple packs, but
I
I'm
have a lot.
we're
So we're gonna
blessed
start
by
off. We're gonna
Skeens. And
start off.
shout out to Madison's mom. That's the coolest thing
Yeah.
ever.
Shout out to Madison's mom. Shout out to Paul Skeens. Shout out. Speaking of which, as we say that, look who's behind me on the right hand shoulder, Mr. Paul Skeens,
No way.
2024, 2024 Rookie of the Year. Uh,
Ooh.
Paul Skeens card, which is a really it's a good one. I think that that's a pretty
Hey,
hot. Or it's not a card. Why am I saying card? It's not a
so
card. It's
I'm ripping 24 update. Sedon, Rafaela, debut
yeah,
rookie.
Rafi. Gonna
Dude,
have to
look at
lead
this
the.
card, Trev. This is sick, dude.
Is
Great
it a gold
photo.
mirror? It's not a gold mirror SSP, is it?
No, no, no. It's just the rookie debut,
It's just the rookie debut.
but
So
it's a great one.
speaking of Rafaela, can we talk about all this Paul uh uh
Boston sports
Boston sports
madness.
stuff? I mean, like, let's forget everything else. This Robbie Devers like slander is
Oh man.
that's been coming out has been hot, dude. Very. Oh, that's a great card.
What'd you get, Trav?
Salvador Perez of Gold Mirror of 2025.
Hey, there we go.
I'm going to be at the Royals game this weekend. I am very excited for it. It's going to be my first time at Kauffman Stadium, and I get to see Paul Ski, or I get to see it's the Dodgers, so we get to see I get to see Mookie and the boys multiple times in a row because I get to see them this week. I'm going to 2 of the games this week, and then I'm going to see them play at Kauffman. So I'm actually really excited about that.
Ken
I got a
Griffey Jr.
oh Griff.
Check that one out, Trev. The 35.
Oh, oh, that is a good one. That
It's
is a good
fun,
one.
dude. It's fun. They
Yeah,
drift.
but
Trev, that
I'm
sounds
excited. I'm excited. I get to go to
awesome, dude.
Kaufman. First time at Kaufman.
Stars of the MLB Shota Imanaga.
My buddy was like, "Are you gonna try to get some autographs?" And I was like, "That's a hardcore negative."
Okay.
As much as I would like to, because of who they're playing and et cetera, et cetera. I've never been to the stadium. I just want to enjoy it. I just want to go enjoy it, have a good time,
That's great, man.
and not really try to do anything. Am I putting it on my company card? Yes, because I will be taking some hot content from it. But other than that, that's about all you're gonna get. But Ordog, I may as well drop the. It's not a bomb, but we are gonna be 1 day late, as long as that works with Ordog, next week, because I would like to do it from Cooperstown, and I will be in Cooperstown on Monday night.
Absolutely, Trev.
So I would like to do it 1 day later, so that we can make sure that we get live from Cooperstown, which is my favorite. Um, and
Well,
so
it's
yeah,
just such a magical place, especially for the game. I mean, it's awesome, dude. It's such a cool little town.
it's a cool little town. Like we may do a little fun live.
Yo, Trev, I know you like these. Jason McCoy, Chandler Siegel rookie cards for the
Oh,
Padres.
the dual rookies. I love a dual rookie. Don't get me wrong.
You seen all this
Uh,
stuff with the
hey, all
Padres?
right, we got our rookie, we got our auto. Damn it, I hate when it comes this early. But we got our auto, Christian Manaya, or Mena. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. I
Probably
know his
Mina.
first name's Christian, but rookie card, little rookie auto right
Ooh,
there.
that's sick, dude.
Little rookie auto. Everybody. Oh, oh, and then not a big deal. Not a big deal. A little Teddy ball game.
No
Little
way.
Theodore Williams right there.
Trev, that is
Ooh.
awesome.
Hey, also, okay, so I did research after this. I did research. Hold on, I gotta grab. Where the hell did I put these? Um, I did some research, Ordog, and Duels is coming back.
Okay.
Duels is coming back. So don't need to sweat on that one. We're getting Duels back. I was like really upset if we were going to get some Duels. And so it'll hopefully, I think it just got released, or it's going to be released. So I am going to be grabbing at least one of those on my road trip back. And on my road trip back, people, I am almost exclusively trying to find fun packs. So um, we're going to be looking at breaker boxes for update, tops update, looking for
Yep.
patches, looking for debut patches. Inception, which I haven't done yet, but Inception. I may go big, and if they have a gilded gold, I may get a gilded gold. It's not cheap, but I just kind of want to do it. I think it'd be really fun. Um, Duels, looking for the duels. So I'm going to some of the best card shops in the country on my trip back east, and culminating and stopping in Cooperstown. So I hope you guys, dude, maybe I do a little video on my trip and my road trip and everything with all the card shops that I'm going
You
to.
should,
Not
dude.
bad idea.
Absolutely. But do some breaks at or whatever. At least do some ripping at the stores you go to.
No,
Trev, my final
I don't want to give them that smoke.
my final three cards I pulled from this pack were Graham Pauley rookie with the blue border. So that's one of the parallels from the update series, blue
Yep.
border. And then we got the you'll like this one, bro. Francisco Alvarez of the
Oh, he
Marlins.
just got sent down. He just got sent down.
Well, he's like 42, right?
No,
Is he that young?
dude, he's like 20.
How is he? How does he look like he's 42?
He's a catcher. They're weathered.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, dude. I feel horrible for saying that. I'm sorry, Francisco Alvarez. I didn't mean
Yeah,
to say it. Wait,
he's a
also,
catcher. He's
hold
a
on,
well
hold
known
on, hold
catcher.
on. I know who this is. This is the worst photo of Francisco Alvarez I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's
This,
not a great one. I can
no, this
see.
is not flattering. Hold on, that's rude. I didn't. Hold on. I was mean, but whoever published this photo is
Are
worse.
you just
That's
doing
worse.
him? Are you just doing him dirty like
I
that?
didn't mean to do him dirty like that. I'm sorry. And then the
That
last one
was
here. Sorry, Francisco. You're great. And the last one here is Curtis Mead from the Rays. Rookie
Curtis
card.
Mead from the
Stop.
Rays. Um,
A
but yeah, I mean,
stop.
I'm really excited for this road trip. It's gonna be super fun. I leave on Friday because I'm going to the game on Friday. I have baseball games all this week that I'm going to. Hashtag single life, and I'm really excited. It should be a good time, and I get to see some good baseball teams. I get to go to some good baseball stadiums. I tried to see if there were games at other cities, like as I was going through, and it just kind of didn't work out. Oh, Luis Peralta, Rockies, Luis Peralta,
Here we
rookie
go.
card. Um, so like I tried to there is a game the day that I could technically get to Cincinnati, but the game's at 1 o'clock and
Mm,
I'm not waking up at 4 a.m. just to make a baseball game.
yeah, I heard that.
So I may try to ooh, damn it. Jared Duran, and it's a little sparkly insert, Jared Duran. This is
Okay.
coming with me to
Cooperstown.
no, it's coming with me to Fenway when I go to
When
Fenway.
I said
Um,
Fenway, I said Fenway first though.
I know what you meant. I was here for it. I get it. So yeah. Oh, and that's funny. Nolan Jones pulling the Nolan Jones Rockies card is kind of funny, but it also feels kind of like a slap in the face. But it is, dude. Like the trade ended up working so well for the Rockies.
Right.
Like Tyler Freeman has been tearing it up since getting here. And no offense to Nolan, he has not been doing great in Cleveland. Really not great. And that's just, kind of good move on the rocks. Mickey
Yeah.
Moniak, that's a good one.
Hey,
Um,
sometimes you make the right move.
Sometimes you make the
Unfortunately,
right move.
it doesn't feel like
Sometimes,
there's a ton of them being strung together over and over again, which would be the best thing.
you know what? That was mean. Why is this
Wait,
card
what
turned
was mean?
around? What the hell?
What was mean, Travis?
Nothing. You were taking a shot at the Rockies, and I was just trying to be poking that bear. I This is so weird.
What happened?
So
Tell us. Tell us.
normally when you get a card that's turned around in a pack, it's some insert of some sort, right?
Yep.
So Junior Caminero,
Caminero.
Caminero, however you pronounce it. So his card was like this, right? It
Yep.
was his card. And so I turned it around expecting it to be some insert. It's just the future stars card.
Okay.
And then the next card is the exact same card.
Yo, that's weird. That's weird.
Am I wrong? Or is that
That's
really
weird.
weird?
That's weird, bro.
I don't know if I've ever gotten the exact same card in a pack, in
Back
the
to
same
back.
pack.
It's like they didn't separate out or something. Like they got like static together or something.
Yeah, they kind of got like, yeah, I don't know. I kind of like it though. That's kind of funny. Um, so I do know one thing, which is that we're about to the relic is in this pack because not only can I feel it, but I saw it. But I'm gonna
Oh,
give you a little hint. It's a thicky. This may be one of the thickest relics I've ever seen.
there's no patches in here, right? I mean, not like that kind of patches. This is not a patch hunting situation.
No, no, no. It's a different. It could be a different patch,
Okay.
but
All right. Let's
this
get it.
this I don't know if I've ever seen one this this thick. I'm going really slow because I want
Travis
to.
just said, I don't know if I've ever seen one this thick. If you guys just want to type in the comments everything that every joke you want to make, please do that now.
Wow.
Are you looking at it?
I am. It's got a little nick on it. Oh my god, they're
Damn.
back to back patches.
What? What are you talking about?
We got we got a juiced pack
You
right
got
now.
patch to patch?
We're doing patch to
Brother,
patch
get
right now.
closer.
I
Get
don't
closer to the
know if
camera.
this.
This is crazy.
So you can see it's double patch.
Oh my god, those are
You can
two
see
thick
it's
boys.
so the one that I just pulled is Pablo Lopez, pitcher for the Twins, 10 of 10.
Dude, that's
10 of
sick.
10. 10
That's
of 10.
absolutely banger.
And then this may be one of the hottest packs I've ever pulled.
Travis, what is in there? What did you
Like,
just look at? What are you looking at?
so I got an of 10 patch,
Of 10
right?
patch.
Of 10 patch. Next card, Reese Hins, 25 patch.
And you got the 25 of 25? Or 05?
No, 5 of 25 and
05.
10 of 10 in the same pack.
Brother, what in the world?
Dude,
That's
that's
crazy.
one pack. That is wild. And we're still going. JD Martinez, little special right there. And
Oh
then
my
we got
god.
the Clayton Kershaw All-Star insert all in one. And Manny Machado, Fernando Tatis duels.
Yep. Okay. You found a duel. You're happy about that.
Wow. Hold on. That may be the best pack I've ever opened.
That's crazy, dude. That's crazy.
Dude,
The two
to get two to get two patches, right? Crazy. But to get of 10 and an of 25 in back to back one. So do you think is this a juiced was that a juiced is this a juice box?
it's a juice box. Because the first one was,
Or
and
was
this
that
one is.
just or was that just a juice pack? Right? Am I waiting for another relic or auto? Or because it's one and two. Like you're supposed to get one auto and two relics per pack. Per box. But in one pack, I got two relics. It's
How
gotta
many
be
packs are
juice.
left?
The box is left.
There's gonna be other shit. There's gonna be
There's
more.
you know what? This deserved me
You're gonna get
cracking
a
a beer.
Trav. You're gonna get a signature in one of these things, dude.
Dude, what have we talked about we've never pulled? What is the one thing we have never pulled?
Auto patch.
Auto patch. We've never pulled an auto patch before.
And we have a hint of an auto patch, which is
We
the
have a hint of an auto patch, which is your David Ortiz.
the Ortiz, which is somewhere around here. I just had it. I was trying to bless you up with it, and I lost it. I lost David Ortiz. What the fuck? He's right here. The
Wow,
one of
dude.
one. The auto patch. One of one. David Ortiz. We're blessing Travis. And
With
also,
it.
dude, I can't tell
Unfortunately,
you
this
enough.
one's got like a small little nick on it,
Oh,
but
so
this card is not in great shape, which is okay. But that's kind of the next one is, which is what
I can't tell you enough, Travis. Pulling this Paul Skeens when Madison was like, "Hey, what is this? Like, what are you looking for?" And I was like, "Paul Skeens." And then the last one was Paul Skeens,
false games.
like the stars of MLB, like fun rookie insert. That was it. That felt magical. The whole thing was like divine.
I gotta
Amazing.
make a post on that, don't I? I feel like I have to make a post on that.
It's the juiciest thing I've ever seen, Trev. That's
That
crazy.
is as juicy as it wouldn't be a Sprague Sports podcast if we didn't have a Jackson
Jackson
Cheerio. Wouldn't
Chirrio.
be it. Oh my God! Wow, I don't think things into existence in a often.
I swear to God, if it's an auto patch, I'll punch you.
It's not an auto
Okay,
patch.
thank
It's not an
God.
auto patch. For a lot of other people, this is going to be underwhelming.
I
But
wish it was an auto
after the
patch, by the way. I
Jackson
don't wish it.
Churio, my first thought, I couldn't even get it out of my brain until before this happened, was, man, we haven't gotten George Kirby in a while.
Kirby.
I
More
haven't
Kirby.
pulled any George Kirby's in a while. And sure enough,
The
there we
Elon
go.
boy.
We pulled the Elon boy. This is my
Okay.
first 2025 Jackson
Hey,
Kirby. So I'm really
Jackson Kirby.
oh Jesus. That's the Freudian split. George Kirby Jackson Churio. There we go.
We love pulling both, though, for sure.
We love pulling both. If I'm rating them, I like pulling Kirby's better because I just feel,
The kinship.
yeah, the kinship. It makes me, feel a little like
I like knowing he had to walk into the same Corey business
I
that I
I
did.
like knowing that he had to eat the same food. He went to Boar's Head, colonnades, ate at
He went to
colonnade.
colonnades.
He probably had his special baseball meals, but
Yeah, he probably did.
late night McEwen, George Kirby definitely had late night McEwen. I'll tell you that much.
I know Dave Ordog had late night McEwen. That's for damn sure.
What was Sorry, people, we're gonna hijack this conversation for a second. Ordog, what was the name of the
The varsity.
varsity? You knew it. I didn't even have to fucking finish it.
And by
Yes,
the way, if
varsity.
you guys want to know what friendship is, it's when a guy
That
goes like, "Hey, what is?" I already know what you're asking.
you already know. You can finish it. You
That's
could.
friendship,
It's
bro.
it's
That's my
it's
guy.
finishing each other's sandwiches.
And at varsity, I would never let you do that because I was eating all of that cheesesteak. That's ridiculous.
I mean, I love that it was a chicken tender. It was a chicken sandwich, but it was just two chicken tenders. Like that
Tenders
was
basket, tender sandwich.
the tenders basket. All you can eat, all you can drink. Like, let me tell you, it
Oh,
wasn't
dude, you
bad.
would just be getting Arnold Palmers until you were had like
Oh yeah,
pre-diabetic. It was the greatest thing
it
ever.
was Arnie Palmy alert. Arnie Palmies. Who wants some Arnie Palmies?
Yo, the other thing, Travis, because I haven't pulled like a straight hanger in a while. When I
Yeah.
saw this, like I opened the pack and I saw like the white at the top. And the last thing I've ever seen with that is a redemption. I'm like, oh, redemption. And then I see like the little security tag. I was like,
Oh,
damn it.
it was a security tag.
It's
Have
just a
you
security tag.
seen the videos of the absolute weirdos who look through them and they
But
weigh them?
yeah. But I mean, good for them, bro. They're obviously like that's the business, right? Did you
I
know that
mean, that's the
you can sell certain weight Pokemon card
Pokemon packs.
packs
Yes, I did know this.
because
Yes.
they know that certain cards are in them based on the weight.
Certain types of cards are gonna be in it because of the
Exactly.
weight.
The
Yes,
chance of a hit is
suit is yeah.
90%
It's
because of the weight of
it's
the pack.
through the roof.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's crazy,
I
dude.
did
It's
know
awesome.
that. Uh, yes, I did know that. It's
I found
not.
out today one of the guys that I guess I don't perform with him, but I know him through improv. He is
Yeah.
a big Pokemon card collector, and he has like recently gone through this big like. But he goes to shows and he like does like high end trades. He does like really exclusive stuff that you cannot get anywhere else, and he
Yeah.
has these like crazy collections. Yeah, it's cool. Cool to find out.
I mean, everybody loves. Speaking of crazy
Brandon,
things, ready? Do you know? So 1 year from today, they switched it up on me, so I couldn't do it. Sprague Sports may be in a very exclusive place next year. That you guys, if you're in the business or you're a collector, may know is going on right now, which is Fanatics Fest is going on right now in New York City.
New York City.
And so we may be there next year. I would like to
Hey,
be there. I would like to be there. I think it would be great. And I think that it would be a fun thing for Sprague Sports to have a booth. We could run a podcast. We could sell some
that
of
would be
our
great, Travis.
super cool stuff.
That has
I
to
think
happen.
I think it would be sick. I think I may be able to get the invite to get a booth, which
That's
is
what I'd like
not
to
easy
hear.
to get.
No,
Not easy to get, but I think I may be able to finagle that bagel. Excuse me.
anyone can.
And if anybody can finagle bagel, it's Travis Bagel
It's
Sprague.
actually, well, it might be you and me. Do you remember how many bagels we ate the summer we worked together in New York?
It was a lot of bagels. You okay? Also, wow, this is crazy.
Trav.
So you got an OPS leader, the third OPS leader from last year, and it's a Juan Soto card,
Okay.
but he's in a Yankee. This is the last Yankees Juan Soto card because there is a. I just pulled one of him as a Met in this set. So that's
Wow.
very
Wow. They
kind
really
of
wrapped it up.
weird to me. Yeah, I mean that's kind of weird to me that they do that. But I mean maybe that's just me.
Whoa, that's crazy. I don't know if you guys, Travis, I don't know if you can see this at all. I can
I
see
can't.
this like glint
I see.
in my
I see your
eye.
face. Yeah.
There's a glint in my eye, and I was like, where's that coming from? It's a reflection off of Paul
The
Skeens.
Paul Skeens. Well, is Paul Skeens just the glint in your eye? Is
Isn't
that
that
what it
hilarious?
is? Paul Skeens just the glint in your eye, or dog?
That's
Wow.
right, dude. That's exactly it. Now I'm gonna set it up intentionally for that. Why wouldn't I?
I mean, yeah. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you look all cute and stuff? You know?
Hey, hey, it's hard not to, man.
Yeah, I
Travis,
know. It is
okay,
really hard
so
not to.
I mentioned I wanted to talk about a couple things. So I mentioned the baseball thing, which I'm so stoked about, right? Just to have like supportive and like buying cards and then like pulling the Paul Skeens, like the whole thing was amazing,
Great.
right?
Yeah.
Then last week was the beginning of the Calder Cup, and it's
Yep.
started in Charlotte. It went to I think it started 1-1, went down to excuse me, went over to Vancouver. I cannot say Vancouver. Went over to Vancouver, and it went I think 2 games Vancouver, 1 game Charlotte. So it's coming back to Charlotte tomorrow,
Are you
and
gonna
I'm
go? Are
going.
you gonna go? Nice.
Yes.
So that is what game is it gonna be, or dog?
6. Game
Game
6,
six.
and I think
So if you
Charlotte's
don't
down 3-2. That's
so
what
if
it's
you don't know, the Calder Cup is the Stanley Cup for the AHL.
yes.
So funny enough, Charlotte is the affiliate of the Panthers. And I don't know, Ordog, are you in front of a computer? Can you
Yeah, yeah,
check
yeah.
this? Has the winner of the Stanley Cup and the winner of the Calder Cup both been in the same from the same organization? Has that ever happened?
Let's find out.
Because I think that would be a super fun fact. I'm so glad I knew that off the top of my
All
head.
right,
I
here we go.
I know I'm not a smart guy, but
It seems
I
like it's
can.
happened 2 times,
Two
but I can
times.
3
Did,
occasions. 3
did it?
occasions,
Can
an
I guess
AHL
one?
club.
Can I
Yeah,
guess one?
yeah.
Was the year that the Caps won, did the Hershey Bears win?
Okay. No.
No. Oh, all right. All right, continue.
It's
So what do we
actually
got?
it's cheap. It happened 3 times.
It's happened three times. Okay.
Once was 2 times were back to back by the same team. So, in 1976 and 77, the Canadians won the Stanley Cup while the Nova Scotia Voyageurs won the Calder Cup both years,
Okay.
76 and 77. In 1995, the Devils and who?
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Oh,
the River Rats? River
is
Rats.
that yeah, it makes sense. Their jersey.
Yep. That's so cool, man. So that it's happened 3 times ever.
7-3 does ever. That
Now
would be
now
and it
also
hasn't
the AHL's only existed since it hasn't existed the
60s.
entirety of the
NHL,
NHL's
no.
100-plus-year careers. My existence is my point. That's all I'm getting at. The AHL couldn't have existed for but 1936 is still significant. That's significant. Wow.
1936? Jesus.
Wow.
89 years ago. Quick
That's
math.
wild.
Quick math by
I would
Travis.
not have guessed that because I think especially my affiliation with sports dwindling as much as they did in World War II. You know, baseball
Yeah.
is like notorious for having taken like such a
Step back
um
during World War II. And
yeah,
that's how
football, same thing. The Steagles, like the
well, that
Steelers
was the
and the Eagles
advent.
being the same team.
That was the advent of women's baseball. Did
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know? So did you know? Fun fact: I found this out going to Cooperstown, and I'm going there in 1 week. So women's baseball was actually so successful that Major League, like when the men came back, that Major League Baseball like put the kibosh on it and was like, we can't have these ladies doing this anymore. They're taking away from our game. And
Yo.
so it was the same. It was one of the same like
Why were people going to the ladies' game so much? Or like what
entertainment.
I know, but
Like why
what
did people go to the Savannah Bananas, bro?
oh, because yeah, because they're showmen.
Yeah, it's just like a different show, and they were good at baseball.
Yeah.
It wasn't like
Yeah,
watching
no,
women play
absolutely.
softball. They were good at baseball. But it's very interesting. Baseball has the shadow over itself of taking away certain demographics from playing the sport,
Right, like
right?
Negro leagues
Like
and
again, people don't realize or know this, which is the reason originally in the 1870s, 1860s, when baseball first started out, or black players were playing baseball. I wouldn't say ubiquitously, but they were definitely part of it.
I didn't realize that.
And the reason that they got rid of it was Jim Crow.
Uh,
They made it illegal for African American slash black players to play baseball simply from fallout from the Civil War and Jim Crow laws.
well, sure,
And so
right.
baseball was integrated originally. And then
That's
when
crazy.
Jackie Robinson came in April 15th, 1947, that was really the reintegration of baseball. But 16 years prior to that, baseball had been integrated. And I
It's
just find
crazy.
it's very interesting how it's one of those rare oh, we did juiced box.
I told
Let's
you. Yeah, let's go,
go.
Trev. Come on, dude. Come on, dude.
It's just a normal insert. It's just a normal insert. Shea Suzuki insert right there. It's just a
Love it,
regular
dude.
one, no
Love it.
numbered, but that is
It's a
two
relic, baby.
two opens back to back, two opens that we've done that have been juice boxes. I I know that juice boxes are a thing. Hey,
This is crazy. You can't stop like interrupting
Andy
this.
Andy
Yo,
Paz,
it's
future
your
stars.
that's not your favorite green, is it?
It is of
Dude.
99, maybe. Maybe I can get Pies to sign this when I.
Travis, you have the craziest polls, dude.
Dude, do you know what's funny is that you really started it out when you pulled what is it? Was it the Evan Carter? Um,
Yeah, the Evan
the
Carter
like
rookie
Evan
signature.
Carty rookie auto. And I was sitting there. I didn't say it at the time, but I was like, "Fuck, man! I open all these boxes. But I don't think I've ever gotten that cool."
You said
But
it out loud. You said
but
it out loud. You literally said you're like, I don't think I've ever pulled a card that valuable in my life. And I was like,
but it was a
but
true statement at the time.
at the
It was,
time,
at the
but then you
time, it was
pulled
so fun.
Chorrillo like 3 weeks later.
I
It
pulled
was like,
Trio.
all
I
right,
got the one of one Cal Ripken
the Cal
Jr.
Ripken Jr.
And
That
then
was much
I've
later, but
also
still,
I
that's
I
crazy.
think that if we were to, I'm probably up to like 5 or 6 juice boxes.
you've definitely hit some real juice for real. And Trav, how many more packs? Are you done?
I have one pack left.
All right.
And then I have the exclusives
Sicko, bro.
um, that I
Sicko.
always and I've pulled autos from there too.
Yeah, oh
I
yeah, dude.
pulled autos from there too. Wow, what a turn of events! What a great turn of events! In fact, I don't turn of events isn't the right way to put it because it's not like something changed. Um, but wow, that was really fun. I really like opening juiced boxes. If you want a little secret, people, always always pick your favorite number. If they're like, "What box do you say?" Don't just say what box. Give them a number because it hits. You have to be. It's normally got to be like 1 through 5, right?
Okay.
Because very rarely do people have like 20 boxes that you can pick through 20
Right.
boxes.
Right.
Um, but I always say pick your favorite box because my lucky number, number 3, it's not my lucky number. My lucky number is 21, and 7 divided by 3, it's a factor of 23 or of 21. So that's why I pick it. And I like odd numbers. So now you guys know. Don't pick number if you're at the same card shop as me, don't you dare pick fucking 3 there.
Wow, dude.
But at
Wow.
your LCS, go ahead, do your thing.
Hey,
Um,
Travis, really quick. This is
yeah.
this is kind of I'm gonna add on to some of
Oh, let's go.
what is
See,
going on
here's
with
the
you,
thing.
bro.
This is something that no one else would give a flying fuck about.
Which, okay, except
No one else would care about this. I could name the other person on this planet that would care about this, and his name's
but you
Ryan.
just pulled it. But you pulled it, right?
I pulled it. So Topps has done like crazier inserts the way they keep going. The
For
crazier
sure.
inserts. They have done team borders. Team borders. And I just pulled an Austin Bomber team border Colorado Rockies.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah, yeah,
unreal.
yeah. Let's
Unreal,
go.
dude.
Let's go.
Like unreal pull for Travie Patty over here. I'm
That's crazy,
super
Trav.
stoked on that. Like no one else would care about that. You know who cares about that? I do. I'm gonna get that signed by Austin. It's gonna be awesome.
That is fucking crazy.
Oh wow. You don't get me being super excited over stupid stuff that often. Well, that's a
So
lie.
I just wanted to like add because I was like super interested, Travis. You're talking about this like Negro leagues and integration stuff. So it looks like you're absolutely right. Like what you're saying is true, right? Like
Yep.
before 19, it looks like especially it says
In
from
1870, yeah, they had
it
players.
says before the Civil War, black players participated in the highest levels of baseball.
Yep.
During the war, baseball rose to prominence as a way to bring soldiers from various regions of the country together. In the aftermath, baseball became a tool for the nation to reconcile. Right?
Yep.
Then it goes. MLB's National League, founded in 1876, had no black players. So it was like illegal. It was
Yep.
illegal for the National League in 1879. But the American League
Yep.
never had any rules against
Never had
having
any
black players,
rules.
which is really that's interesting because I and I think it totally checks out. I would expect there to be groups that are like obviously because of where that hatred comes from that
Sorry,
they wouldn't allow black
super
people.
super clean Ellie Dela Cruz insert right there.
Jesus, the All-Star rookie. Oh, no, 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 not is
Super.
that's
No,
25, you
not
said? That's
yeah,
series
not
2?
rookie.
Okay,
Just
okay, sorry.
just
That's the series 2. My bad.
just insert. Ooh, that.
So,
Oh, and then a little Cal Ripken Jr. All Star insert. Look at that.
dude, you're
Look at
Cal Ripken.
that. I love Cal Ripken.
Continue.
But continue. But
He
continue.
he was great to watch growing up. Loved Cal Ripken. Um,
Fucking Iron Man, baby.
and then
Clayton Kershaw. I'm watching Clayton Kershaw pitch on what's it called
that's
Thursday. Thursday, which is
awesome,
good.
dude.
Jackson Holiday. Is this insert? Tell me this is insert. Is this numbered? Oh, it's not. Oh, I thought it was. It's just purple. Um, Jackson Holiday right there. There we go. Jaron Duran.
Dude, what in the world? These are all the all-stars, dude.
Nolan fucking Ryan. Wow. Wow,
Wait,
we
are they
we
all supposed to be
really
all-stars? I'm so confused.
yeah, these are the all-star insert
I missed
cards.
that. All right,
Yeah,
fair
yeah,
enough.
they're
I'll
the
shut up.
all-star insert cards. Uh wow, that's pretty swaggy. I think I'm gonna on Tuesday go to the game really early. I'm gonna depend. It's gonna see. Oh,
What?
I have a card I need to give Tovar.
Okay.
I'm gonna text Tovar for a BP pass.
Ooh, Tovar. Travis is getting friendly.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna tell Tovar, "Do you want the card?" and see what he says. But if I can get a BP pass, that would be
Sweet.
like Swag King Cole if I could get that. For the Dodgers, Mookie.
Mookie be sick.
I love Mookie Betts. There are very
Sox
few
hero.
people on this planet.
He, you know
Here's
what,
the thing.
dude?
I know. Look,
He's
can I rant for a second about the
rant.
Rafael
This is
Devers?
some
I'm gonna
okay,
go
yeah.
back. I'm going back.
I was hoping we were
Imagine,
gonna get a positive
imagine
Mookie take, not a
imagine. Oh, this is a positive. Is a positive Mookie Betts take.
good.
It's anti Rafael Devers,
I
but
thought that might also be the case. Fine.
imagine a world where Mookie Betts is on your baseball team and you ask Mookie Betts to play a position, and Mookie Betts says no. Imagine that world. I don't think that world exists.
Nah,
Maybe
he'll just do it.
if we really wanted to get into the realms of reality and like the infinite universes and string theory, then there theoretically has to be in an infinite universe. There has to be a universe in which he doesn't, right? But in 99% of those universes, Mookie Betts is playing that position. Maybe this is maybe I'm opposite. Maybe this is the one universe that Rafi is Rafi and Mookie's Mookie. But I just don't see it. I don't see it. He's too much of a professional and he's too good of a baseball player and he's paid way too much money to ever say, nah, dude, I'm not gonna do it.
Hmm.
Tell me I'm wrong. Tell
I
me I'm
can't.
wrong.
I can't.
That's my 2 cents. It would be crazy. Crazy. All right, so I'm uh we're wrapping up soon and
We're coming up on it. That's for sure. That's for sure.
I have my little quick side note that I would like to bring up. So I started this last year and I didn't do a poor job. I blame Ryan McMahon. Um Actually, don't blame Ryan McMahon because I could have gone around it and done something else. But I got a ball signed that I had the plan of getting it signed as a team ball last year. And Ryan McMahon was the first man to sign it, and he signed it in the black Sharpie. So, like, I kind of just rode with the black Sharpie. Because of the black Sharpie, that ball has been put away. Like, that ball will not be put out a lot because if you know, you know, black Sharpies fade off into existence very quickly when they're exposed to light. So don't expose it to light. What lasts for a gosh eternity is blue anything. So don't ask me the chemistry.
I am
Don't ask
fascinated by
don't ask me the chemistry behind it.
that.
Maybe I will get
Travis is like,
smarter one
ask
day.
Ordog about the chemistry.
Yeah, ask David. He's smarter than me. So
Not. That's not why. That's not why.
I have been doing a team ball for the 2025 Colorado Rockies. That's been si- that's been signed by like over 20 guys already. Well over 20 guys. And I've got some super fun signatures in here. My favorite of it is Ooh, it is a little dented right there. I dropped it a while ago, and I didn't think there was a dent on the ball, but there's definitely a dent on the ball. Who cares? It's still perfect. My favorite being Zach Veen. Zach Veen, who I'm trying to collect the rainbow of. I got one more. I got an of 10 Veen today. I needed that in the set, and I got the of 10. I'm really jazzed on it. But Veen puts a little smiley face. Are you even there? I think we lost War Dog. Veen puts a little smiley face on his ball, but David, he looks like he fell asleep. Is kind of what it looks like. Um, did I? We did lose him. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I'll finish this. He may come back. So here's my little rant that I have on team signed baseballs. I really it's funny when you start it, right? Because when you start doing the team ball, someone signs it in a certain place and they don't really know what you're doing, right? So it's not like they sit there and give you this tiny little signature. They kind of just give you a signature. And the more and more signatures you get, the players start realizing, oh my gosh, I got to make this smaller or else he's not going to be able to fit a lot. So you can see like I'll give you the good example right here, right? Which is this panel right here is pretty wide open. And shout out to J Law, who's no longer here. But J Law did a big one. I think that's Herman Marquez that also did a huge one. But when you do then the flip side of it, right? These are some of my favorites. Are Look at this panel. Look at how just absolutely tiny some of the players have fit their signatures. Ordog's coming back. Let's add him in. Let's see. Can he get in? He's back. So
I did.
I'm showing them the panels and how small, like look at how tiny some of these guys have fit. And like my two favorite are on the same panel, which is right at the top is Drew Romo. And then squeezed in the middle happened today, which was Michael Toglia. And I love Togs because I was like, oh, Mike, you've been playing so well since you came back. And he had this great quote, which was like, yeah, I got to keep it going. Like it wasn't his statement wasn't like, yeah, thanks, I've been playing really well. It was no, 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 this means nothing. Me keeping it going is what does it, right? But I thanked him because he squeezed in the spot, and I don't have a lot of space left, and I've got pretty much everyone I've wanted, right? There are
Yeah,
a couple
yeah.
players left that now that I've gotten all the players that I wanted to get on that ball, except for one, but unfortunately I think we'll never see him again, which is Chris Bryant. Um, I've got them all on the ball. So now I can add in the guys that I've been like, oh, if I have the space. So I'm super excited to add some peripherals on there if they can fit it. But it's just it's funny when I was talking to Toglia when he signed it, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I think you may be the last guy. You're going to be it." And he kind of looks at the ball and goes, "No, I think you could squeeze a few more in there." And
Oh yeah,
and
dude.
then and I was like, "Dude, no way!" And he shows me where he signed, and I was like, "Well, yeah, if you sign it like that, you could fit a whole lot more people in there,
Dude, I love that he was like, "Bro, I'll make it work for you.
bro.
Like,
I'll make it
I
work." And he
want you
made
to
it
be able to
work.
put."
He made it work. It was great.
It's cool, man.
Um,
I wonder how much because we see so many different personalities in sports. We see people who are like, real calm, real cool, collected, not quick to anger, not quick to temper. They don't run out like Shohei, dude. In this fucking San Diego Padres stuff going on, Shohei, they're trading like right now. I don't know if they're still doing it, but it's like the Padres Dodgers series right now where they're trading hit by pitches, right?
Oh yeah,
And
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Shohei
yeah.
takes it. He gets fucking drilled in the leg, right? And
I think I know what you're gonna
he
say.
just like waves at him, right?
No, no, no. You want to know what the funniest part of that was?
What?
He posted it as his story on Instagram. There's this great still picture of he gets hit in the leg, and he's
Yeah.
like this,
Yeah, yeah, and he
and
put that up there.
he posted it as his story,
Oh,
which
he's so good, dude.
I was like debating whether or not to like repost it on my story because like with my story, what I like to do is just
Oh,
or with
yeah.
my Instagram, I just like modern fun baseball, right? Like that's what I like
Yes.
to include,
Yeah.
and it
Well,
was,
that's
dude,
fun
it was
baseball.
so fun. That was real fun
Well,
baseball,
because
real fun baseball.
here's watching the Dave Roberts ejection was also crazy. Did you do
Yeah,
you've been
yeah,
watching this stuff?
yeah, 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 of course.
Dave Roberts, it's fucking baseball. Um, but then what was I getting at? So like all I'm saying is to think that there are like people who are like as cool put together um
Shohei.
as Shohei, and then like people who are like I'm trying to think of someone. I'm gonna say Manny Ramirez just because he's like such an he wasn't necessarily he was a hothead, but he wasn't like a violent guy. He was just like a check out. He would just
Dude,
check
Manny
out.
being Manny.
Manny being Manny.
Manny being
He
fucking
would get
Manny.
emotional and he would just be like, "Nah, fuck it, I don't care anymore." Right?
Yeah,
And
I
like
see it.
there,
Same quality of
who's a
baseball player.
destructive baseball player? Just give me one. There had to be a ton. Who throws bats?
Rafael Devers.
Let's go.
Rafael
Let's
Devers.
go. Let's
Yeah,
go.
I'll
Yeah.
go there. But
But it's
here's
interesting that
something.
all those people can be successful.
So
Like
can I
all
give
three of
you?
those
Oh yeah,
mentalities, very different
can
people,
be.
all can be successful in baseball.
Can I give you something that I've seen that's very an interesting perspective?
Sure.
Is I go to a lot of baseball games, right? I go to a lot of
All
baseball
kinds of
games.
people, baby. All
I
kinds of people.
wouldn't say I go to the most baseball games of anybody, but I'd say I'm in the top 20% of
Oh my God.
baseball game attenders.
Travis, you're in the top 3% of baseball game attenders.
I don't know. I go to
Travis,
40 games a year. I go to 40 games a year. Ask Rob.
Travis, that is an
Um,
astronomical number of baseball games.
it's a quarter of the season.
That's a lot. Travis,
All right.
for I'll tell you, like, if I lived in Boston, I would go to 8 games a season and be stoked.
Yeah, that's fair.
But like, I'm just saying, dude,
So
40 games in a season's a
today
ton of baseball, bro. That's all I'm saying. It's awesome. It's fucking
today
awesome.
was game 25.
Is there a lady at the park? Like, is she there 40 days, 40 games a year also?
What, my future wife?
Yes. Where
I don't
is
know.
she? She has to be there.
I've slid into a few DMs. Has it
Yeah.
worked? No, but I've slid into a few DMs. Like my buddies, I have buddies who will they'll send me like baseball influencer girls that they're like, she seems single.
She
And
seems.
I will like slide in, but
Hey, would
like,
you like to go to a Rockies game?
yeah.
Hey, how would you
But
like to meet Ezekiel Tovar for batting practice?
yeah, how would you like to know Tovi? Um,
That's
but
great,
like
man.
I I haven't done that in a while. I probably did the last time I did that was last year. It was last year.
Yeah,
Yeah. And I was like, obviously didn't get a response, which is why I'm, still in the place that I am. But it's it is kind of funny at the end of the day. But here's the other thing, right? Is back to the original story that I was saying. You see players do different things, right? And most players have the same routines and they do the same things before baseball games. Very rarely do they deviate from that routine.
path
And
is
and part of
least
that
resistance
is
for sure.
signings, right? Like, great example
Oh, good
is
point. Like they'll all like, hey, signing's part of the deal, right? Got to
like
sign for
like
20 minutes or whatever.
Ryan McMahon is like clockwork.
Yeah,
Ryan McMahon comes out 20 minutes before the game starts. He does his whole routine. He
does
does
a
his
sign.
stretching. He does his running. He has his catch with the trainer. He then takes the ball that he was doing catch with the trainer. He finds a kid and he throws the ball over the thing to a kid. And then he comes to the wall.
That's sweet.
I'd say he does that exact routine 95% of the time.
Okay.
The other 5% of the time, it's the exact same routine, he just doesn't sign.
Yeah, yeah.
And there are some players who do sign well, and there are some players who just don't sign. And I always find it very, very funny because I like people, y'all ready for this? Literally, this is this year.
Wow.
So like I
Wow.
have a lot of signatures from this year. But you you find out that some of them come because people have jerseys or people have signs or people say something to one of them that makes them come over,
Oh
right?
yeah.
And there are some players who
Catches the
just will
attention.
naturally come over. Like you don't need to call them.
Yeah.
And there are people that are in the realm of where I normally am, right? Because my season tickets are front row, right where they sign. So I end up seeing, regardless of if I'm trying to get an autograph or not, because if I just sit there, like you see it, right? It's impossible not to. You get there are several different types of people, but there are essentially three different types of people that are at every baseball game. Oh,
Sure.
Susie, trying to get autographs. There are children who are happy to get anyone that shows up at any
Oh
point,
my God.
right?
Of course.
And it doesn't matter. And
Everyone is a
like
superstar. Like
everybody's a superstar, and
mega
I love giving
out
those
of
cards
reach.
away to those kids. I love it.
Because
It's super fun.
it's like so out of reach. You know, like I remember going to Paw Sox games in Rhode Island and being like we saw like Kurt Schilling rehabilitate or like Big Poppy rehabilitate and just being like, that's God. Like
Yeah.
that's an unreachable human being who's like he's not a human being. He's like beyond
No, he's a
he's like
god. But like
he's a
I
god.
did that, but like that's how my first autograph I ever got, which is a
He's
post that I
God.
did it, is like I got Jay Payton's autograph, and it made me
Yes.
realize and understand
Yes.
who Jay Payton was. And then I love Jay Payton, right? So
Right.
there are those type of kids who are just there to get an autograph from one of their soon to be heroes. Let's just phrase it that way, right?
Yep.
Then there are they could be kids. They could be kids, but they're normally either teens or adults, and I count myself in this. This is my group, which
Yeah.
is people who are looking for certain things to get signed by certain people, right? And that may be me with my team ball, and you're trying to add certain players to the team ball. It may be me trying to get Ryan Ritter to sign his ticket, right? It may be Ryan, like Card Linker, right? Card Linker trying to get his fill out his heritage set that he gets. Like you are going this because you want these autographs because you are a collector and you want to collect all that you can get. And
Right.
then there are the people that everybody hates, which are hounds, which are people who like shove kids out of the way. They're hounds because they're
Yeah. Yeah.
hounding
Yeah.
players. They're yelling at players to come over and come do things. They're not asking please. They're not saying thank you. They're not trying to engage. They're just trying to get them to sign what they have so they can go home and sell
Like
it.
a hawker, just like
Like
someone
a
who's just like
hawker.
fucking,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
And those are the three people. And I found out
They're like
from the
paparazzi almost. I don't know how
yeah,
else to.
I found out from the players that they can tell real quickly,
Yep.
really quickly. And I've asked, I was like, how do you guys decide what wall you go to? And they're like, we normally go where there are kids. Like if there's a wall with like 8 kids, and then there's a wall with like 4 kids and 4 adults, we're gonna go to the
Kids.
wall with 8 kids.
Damn.
Like that's just like
Makes
how we do
sense.
it.
Yeah,
But like I
makes
like
total
here's
sense.
the thing, like today, right? I gave away yesterday I did my Doyle and Tovar cards. Today I gave away a Toglia card. And you know, there are kids who go to the games who try to get autographs that don't get autographs. It happens,
Of course.
right? Like my rule for how I do it, right, is if there's someone that I have a lot of stuff for, like Ryan McMahon, great example. I tend not unless Ryan McMahon walks right up to me, I'm not going to try to get Ryan McMahon's autograph.
Okay.
Let kids have him. He's such a good signer. I have so much of his stuff
Yeah, sure.
that like I don't need it. I've given away more Rymax than I can count because I have so many Rymax. And if you give him a thing of 4 cards, he's signing all 4 cards. Right. So
Just
like
because he's a sweetheart. He's a good signer.
he's a great signer. And so like I have probably given away 6 Rymax this year, Rymac autos.
Okay.
And it's because, all right, there's a kid who couldn't get it. He was there. He wanted Rymax. He's got a Rymac jersey or whatever, and he's disappointed. And I can turn that disappointment around.
Oh
Right?
yeah. Oh
I
yeah.
can be like, here's that card, buddy. You take it. And the other thing about it, which is like, I do it out of the goodness of my heart. I want nothing back from these people. And like the number of parents that are like, let me buy you something. It's happened like twice where the parents I've said no, and I've been like, I don't want your money. I don't want whatever you're giving me. I don't care. Like
Yeah.
I do this because this is what got me into baseball. And if through my actions I can get one kid to love the Colorado Rockies and love baseball for the rest of their life, then my job was a success.
Yeah,
And
dude. Absolutely. Because
but
you're
like
getting
it
yeah.
happened twice where they bought me a beer. They bought me a beer, and I was like, all right, well, I'm not gonna say no to a beer. But it's
You
just
know it's Travis, today or I pulled the um I can't even think of what it's called, that NHL upper deck card out of my mailbox today.
the redemption, the
Yeah.
shitty ass redemption.
Shitty ass redemption. And
Yeah.
I was like, what is this? Like for a second I like I fucking redeemed it
What
five
is this? Yeah,
months
what is
ago.
this peasant shit?
So I'm like, why did they send me anything? And then I literally went into my email and was like, oh yeah, I
And checked
remember.
it. Oh
And then I
yeah,
was like,
I
I remember
remember.
pulling the redemption. I remember the card, and I'm pretty sure I just like ripped up
Like I
the
got a
redemption
Tatis,
thing.
I got a Tatis redemption somewhere around here too.
You haven't redeemed it.
Dude,
Tatis
I'm
is
looking
worth
around.
redeeming.
I'm looking around and I'm getting 3 cases, like card holding cases. And one of the card holding cases I bought is specifically designed for top loaders only.
Okay.
And most cases are for slabs. So like I'm taking all of these cards and putting them in cases. And
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
also having
yeah.
to bring so much stuff back to Cooperstown. I may do a get ready with me video of like, see what I'm taking to Cooperstown and what I'm going on my cross country tour with. But also, I not to ruin it, I'm getting something tomorrow that we may need to go live to show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
insane. It may
Okay.
be one of the coolest things I've ever gotten.
Well, then maybe we just leave it on that cliffhanger.
Hold on, what are your final thoughts for the people?
As much man, I hope Charlotte wins. I I don't want to say that because of who's over your shoulder, but I
Oh,
guess
this guy?
I'm just allowed to be ambivalent. I'm allowed to feel a lot of different ways. So it
Yeah.
would be cool if crazy historical hockey things happened,
Yeah,
and
emotions
if
are
I get to
spectrum.
watch it happen,
So
fine. And
great.
if Charlotte
Wait,
gets
so could
thumped,
they win? Could they clinch it tomorrow?
no, Charlotte's down 3-2 in the series. They're fighting
Okay.
back to, and
So
they're
but
against
you could
Vancouver.
see a clinch. You could see a clinch.
I could go to Game 7. I could see them lose.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah,
You could see them lose
yeah.
and
I could see the
Vancouver
end of the
win the
series.
cup. You could
Yeah,
see
sure.
it. I've
Not that
never
I want
been.
to see Vancouver win a
I
cup
know, but like
either.
I've never. Yeah, R.I.P. Jeez, you're really in a rock and a hard place, aren't you, buddy?
Oh my god, isn't that hilarious?
I've never been at
And
a
you tell me
game
it's a good
clincher.
game.
You know, and it's a good game. I think it will be
That's fair.
super
Yeah, I've
sick.
never seen the conclusion. I've never even been to a playoff game, dude. I've been invited and I've just never had.
You've
I got
never been to
invited.
a playoff game of any sport?
No, no, no. Maybe
I
that.
was gonna say, Ordog, we may have to do a sprayed sports field trip this year just to do that.
Travis, I am not sure I've been to any playoff game ever. That could be true. That could be
And
true.
on that bombshell.
But you know what? I've been to Paw Sox postseason games. If they've been to the postseason, I've definitely been to Paw
You've
Sox
been.
postseason.
If they've been, you've been. If they've been, you've been.
Definitely, definitely
They've been you. Oh my god, that's so funny. All right,
hilarious.
Ordy, any other final thoughts for the peeps?
Nah, that'll be it, dude.
All right.
Shout out to Madison's mom with the greatest hanger of all time.
Yeah, shout out as I do my Usain Bolt pose because I had
Senna.
oh, you see her?
Mm.
Yes, you see there's a little girl.
Travis, you're the best,
Um
bro. This is
I
fantastic,
love
man.
you, Ordog. Juice box 2 weeks in a row.
Of 10,
And
of 5,
of 10, of
of
25,
99. The
of
green, the
99
green, the
auto.
green.
We got the green. We killed it. The Austin Gomber Rockies border, unreal. Um, Next week we will not. It'll be slabs on Monday, not a slabs on Sunday. We'll see you guys then, and it's gonna be. I didn't even realize this. Oh, that's sick.
You did get an
I,
insert,
no, it's not. I looked down. I gotta now double check.
Trav. Hilarious. They're
That's
all
so
hollow.
funny.
They're all
I
hollow.
looked down. You can't tell just looking at it, but at the angle, the Nolan Ryan is of 50. It's an of 50 Nolan Ryan.
You didn't see that before.
I did not see that before. I
Of
literally now
50 Nolan Ryan. Bro,
of
you
50
pulled an
Nolan
of
Ryan,
10, an of 25, an of
and of
50, an of
50, and of
99.
99, and of 250,
I pulled an
and
of
and several
799.
and several inserts.
I pulled a
I
799.
we
A
only missed
699.
Yeah, we only missed the one of one, the of five, and yeah,
The
we really
2025 would have been
no, we
the
got
other one.
that. I got that.
You
I
pulled
got
the
the 2020.
2025 too.
I pulled the 2025. Yeah,
Bro,
the
that's crazy.
Salvi Perez.
That's
Yeah.
wild, dude.
All right,
Good stuff, man.
people. Live
What else
next
could
week
you ask for?
from Cooperstown. We're gonna have some crazy boxes. All of them are gonna be juiced. Come have some fun with us. We love you guys. Peace.
Peace.